Here we have the mulberry, the red Pakistan or red Shatut that's dropping its leaves. Last year it dropped them really slowly, more towards the end of June, so a slight difference this year, dropping them about a month earlier than last year. The red Pakistan mulberry. It's a dwarf or a semi-dwarf. And here, right next to it, we have the wampy, subtropical wampy, which belongs to the citrus family. It's getting new growth, or seems to be getting new growth. Now during this cooler time, which is pretty awesome. Seems to be, I don't know, is that fruit? Wow, I don't know what that is. But I'm pretty happy about that. And there's also a few fruit left from the season. And I tried one before, and these seem to be a lot sweeter now than they were back in April. Let's try that one. Yeah. There's some more growth there. And more growth here. And more growth there. So very surprising to see all this new growth at this time of the year, and some fruit hanging on as well on the wampy. This is more of a novelty that I grow it, something completely different than anything else I've tasted. White Sapote, looking extremely healthy. Check out the shade of green. Huh? Incredible. Extremely happy and healthy. And look at those new shoots coming as well. Look at that. Right on the brink of winter, it's deciding to give us new growth. Pretty growth all over. On the white sapote, one of 7 white sapotes that I have, and I don't know the variety of this one. I'm guessing it's the lemon gold, and the season is just about finished, the fruiting season or the ripening season, and I believe there's some left in here, not much. There you go. There you go. 3 little ones. Yep, they're ready. 2. These 2 are ready. Oh, they fell off. Look at this. Look how they fall off. White sapote, guys. We want this big one. This is the last one, I believe, of the big ones. I could be wrong. They're hard to see. So let me grab that one. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Bite into it. So good. End of season white sapotes. Go tropical, guys. This is the white Pakistan mulberry, which drops its leaves last. Drops them in July. Actually, the end of July. And this is my favorite of all mulberries. Check it out. So tropical looking. Excuse the neighbor who's doing some house renovation on a Sunday. Everyone's trying to relax, and he's doing house renovations on a Sunday. So yeah, this is what I do with this guy here. In about 2 months, I get in here when all the leaves have dropped, and I start butchering away. And I have a video on this already from last year. I get in here with a chainsaw. Forget about pruners. Chainsaw. Look. Chainsaw. Chainsaw. That's how we deal with the extremely vigorous white Shatut, white Pakistan mulberry. It's a monster. A lot of new growth and new buds all over the white Sapotes, on all of them. I showed you this about a month ago, and it hasn't stopped. They're still coming. New growth, new flower buds. This variety has never fruited yet. New leaves, all over. All over. Happy, happy, happy. A happy guy. We like happy trees. Look at that. White Sapote. Flowering. At the beginning of winter. End of autumn. Non-stop. All around. New shoots. Baby new shoots. So yeah, it's cold. But look guys, it's cold. But look, looky looky. Looky looky. White Sapote. Thinking that it's summertime. We're hoping these lemon guavas start to ripen, so we can have our first ever winter lemon guava. Still waiting to see what happens, because it's going to get really cold over the next few days. There's still some here from late autumn, and these are absolutely delicious. I think my wife picked a few. There was a couple I wanted to shoot for you and taste. She always comes out before me. So, also a lot of flowering still going on. I don't know if these will ever succeed. And fruit. But there's flower buds turning to fruit all over. And new growth on the lemon guava. How's that, guys? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. The passion fruit is still growing. It's still growing, even though we're officially into winter tomorrow. That one too. So it's going to be interesting when spring arrives to see what these guys actually do. Look at that. Passion fruit. They're loving the warm bricks from the sunshine we had earlier. Now it's cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain, so I better hurry up. We had damaging winds overnight in Melbourne again. Seems to be a common feature every 2 or 3 weeks. And the only damage I got, believe it or not, was this one leaf. That's it. That's all I got from the whole property. That's it. That's all the damage we got here at Fruitopia. So kind of lucky, guys. Kind of lucky. There's the next rack we're going to be picking. I don't know when. They're sort of starting to look ready at the top there, with all their tips all matured. So it's a matter of time before this rack is ready, probably sometime in winter. Already started pruning the stone fruit. I did this yesterday. The peach trees, pruning them. Always something to do, guys, always something to do. Not just filming, but work. These are dwarf peaches. And this is a full-size plum. I haven't done that one yet, that's next. Another dwarf peach here. I did that one yesterday too. This is the donut peach, our favorite peach of all. And another full-size plum that's going to get the treatment as well coming up. A lot of work, a lot of pruning work coming up in June, July for the deciduous trees. So this is pretty much the front yard at the end of autumn. Half of it is tropical and the other half is not. See the difference between tropical and alpine? Can you see? Left side is cold weather trees and the right side is tropical, subtropical. And above it all we have the tropical jacaranda, which keeps all its leaves in winter. I also wanted to show you guys the Subel. White Sapote, which has really taken off this year in its fourth year, and given new shoots here and flowers. Yep, hang on. All over the Subel. So I'm hoping to get the first fruit from this variety. Never tried the Subel. It's really pushing. Look at this push of new growth. See that? Extremely happy camper. And it's doing this all around. Every stem, every branch, every part of it is doing this. It flowered last year too, but it didn't end up fruiting. So the Subel variety of white sapote. There you are. All the way to the top. All the way to the top. It's currently standing at about 2.5 meters, maybe a little more, and 2 meters wide, or close to 2 meters wide, maybe 1.9 meters wide. There you go, that's better. It's hard to get this widescreen lens to work, because everything gets dark. When it sees a little light, everything gets darkened. Yeah. Subel. One thing I didn't appreciate was letting 2 trunks to come up instead of 1. I'm sort of regretting that, but oh well, we'll see how we go. I've got a black passion fruit here too, which you guys saw a few months ago, and it had flowers on it, but those flowers didn't do anything. They sort of dropped off. I don't think it's going to do anything now in winter, but it does seem to be getting a new flower, which is really surprising to be flowering now. Where is it? And this, at this time of the year. See that? Passion fruit flower, guys, coming for winter. Unheard of. I'm pretty stoked about that. That's the vine there between the 2 pots where I had cucumbers in summer. A small vine, passion fruit vine. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with this next summer when it takes off and explodes with growth. But to see a flower is kind of neat at this time of the year. This is the Rollinia, the Brazilian custard apple. It's got many names, but we know it as Rollinia in English. And well, looks like it's doing fine after a few nights of close to 0 Celsius here in Melbourne. We got down to 1.7 Celsius back on Wednesday, right down there, close to between 1 and 2 Celsius. Right now it's 15. It's been around 16 all day. Now it's dropping. So that's about 60 Fahrenheit today. But a few nights ago we had 33 to 34 Fahrenheit. So it's no wonder that you're going to have some yellowing of leaves. Actually, that's a new leaf. There's another new leaf. Strange how they're yellow. Probably turned yellow from the cold. But old leaves like this didn't appreciate that cold spell. But that's to be expected at this time of the year. So I don't know what's going on here. If it's cold or if it's normal leaf drop for winter. Because we're still new, guys. I'm setting an unprecedented standard here for our location and climate. I don't know anyone else growing these cold sensitive tropical fruit trees in ground here in Melbourne. I know a lot of you do it in pots, and that's pretty cool, but in ground, right? That's the whole purpose of this channel, to beat the odds. In ground. Here's another papaya, the Sri Lankan red. These have stopped growing now. May is the last growth for tropical fruit trees. And now it's like, hang on, just hang on, hang in on there, hang on in there until spring. So hoping that they don't get knocked around in winter, which is tomorrow, all the way up till September. This is the black sapote, the latest one I planted back in Summer, after I lost the mango, seems to be really happy. Look at that. Very happy on every level.